Will you please join me for the pledge of allegiance?
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all. So, first we have since we're lacking a quorum right now, we'll actually have to table some of the items that are required business. As far as the approval of the agenda though, Pete?
We can't approve the agenda.
Okay, we'll just kind of move through some items here.
Yeah, if you were to have to approve the agenda, what I would have suggested, but I think it's a moot point now, is under new business, letters A, B, C, D, and F. The only one of those that we'll actually be able to hear is our athletics ejection. Everything else is going to have to be moved to our next meeting when we have a quorum for approval.
Okay. Well, can we start with delegations?
Absolutely. And we do have a delegation this evening. So Mr. Lake is here, and it's the Christmas season. So we're kind of getting an early start on board appreciation, even with only half the board here. Evidently, while I was gone, we had some conversations and some things took place that I was made aware of last week when I got back. So Mr. Lake and his group, I'm going to turn it over to them.
One of our members just walked out the door. Yeah, we were waiting on a couple more, but we don't want to hold you guys up. So,
my name is Chris Hernandez. I'm a senior right now, and I've been in workshop for about a year and a half right now.
My name's Eberlyn Hernandez. I'm just part of the club.
and your son, we just walked out. He's trying to flag down and he's a part of this little club of ours, so Woodshop Club. And it was brought to my attention that there's a sort of a disarray of names, name tags. So we decided to take action on that. And you want to hand them out?
Yeah. Starting with Pete Peterson, we made you this sign right here.
Awesome. That is so cool.
And hold on. You go up here. Who else is here? This is Josh Skipper. We made you a matching one as well.
That's fantastic.
Oh, they're all matching.
Yeah, thank you.
Very cool.
And Heidi, we made you one as well.
Thank you.
Look at you.
That's very nice.
That's awesome.
See if face paint on this almond one.
Oh, yeah, good call.
And we
And then just put the other ones right there.
made Teddy one as well
Excellent.
for the whole.
Apparently she's out of town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for Dan one as well.
Great. Thank you so much. These are fantastic. And
Yeah.
that's one of the best parts of being on the board is these things every year. Like I use my cup holders all the time, my coasters, every day practically. So
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So Andrew,
Yes.
just noticed something. That you were the son of Mr.
That's funny.
Yeah, sorry about that. Just a little bit of an issue there.
We'll
Get you that one. I'll get it.
Good practice.
we can come back to it if
Well,
we go.
Oh, there it is.
See you slacking. I'm Case Warner. I'm the vice president of the Woodshop Club here at Kaibi.
I'm Logan Clausen. I'm the president of Woodshop Club.
Aww. Oh, very nice. That's good.
So we'll get that and fixed up for you. So just noodling on my way out here, this evening. I wanted to pitch an idea of what we could do as a club or the board and or this room. AKA in the form of signage, walls, lettering, or logos, whatever you would like to maybe brainstorm some ideas and get it back to us in a timely fashion, so we have time to maybe fabricate something for.
I think we could use a canoe and some guitars in here.
Can't do anything about the canoe, but kind of ideas.
But no, thank you.
If you would give that some thought.
Yeah.
We're kind of I have a great club. We had our club meeting here just this last week, and believe it or not, I didn't do a darn thing. The club members took charge. And before by a half hour later, the whole whiteboard was filled full of ideas of things that they want to do. And they don't know about what I just pitched until just now. So it's something for them to look forward to. I hope can get back to this district. It's been so kind to me over the years, 32 to be exact.
Appreciate all the work you do. I've visited with you a couple times and
Yes.
just always appreciate the
Sure.
skills and everything that workshop teaches our students. So
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's it. Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you very much.
All of you.
Thanks a lot.
I gotta go quick.
All right, we're gonna move on to public comments. Do we have any public comments?
Hey.
Okay. First, before we hop up there, I'm gonna read you my spiel. The board welcomes input from the community. Please follow the public comment procedure by stating your name at the podium when recognized by the chair. Each person is allowed 3 minutes to speak. You'll hear a little chime over to your right. In accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, the board is not allowed to discuss items not on the agenda if we have them. The board will direct the superintendent to follow up on any items that arise during public comment as appropriate. The board will not allow complaints against individual staff members or students in open session unless that individual is requested in open public hearing. In other words, no student or employee names used, please.
Okay, so my name is Sierra Rivera. I'm at 3801 West William. Phone number is 509-303-1552. I am a parent of 4 in the school district, and there's a couple things that I'd like to discuss. One would be like, one, I want to know why my petition wasn't forwarded to the school district as I applied for District 5 for a position. I dropped it into the mailbox after hours, and I did not get a response or an email in regards to that position. And I have a copy that I can email you guys of what I turned into the school district. Second, I would like to discuss a safety plan issue that has been going on with the school district. I have a child who is 6 years old, first grade, under 35 pounds. He has a safety plan in place, actually 2 with the school district. They have been violated by your school district, by your principal, and by your superintendent, and by your HIB officer. I have requested emails. I've left voicemails. I've called the school district's HIB officer, and I have not heard a response from him. Although the superintendent has been responsive, and so has the principal, my son's safety plan has been violated, and he is not safe at school anymore. I mind you, he's being assaulted and hands put on him, choked in the lunchroom where it's on video 3 times. So I'm a concerned parent, and I want to know what happens when the school district fails to provide the safety of my child while under your guys' watch, and who is responsible if there's 5 people listed on that child safety plan. Okay. Third of all, I'd also like to discuss the superintendent's position here. Okay, and what I can do to get a recall going, because I feel like you guys are dishing out, he's the highest paid employee in Benton City School District. And he does not do one thing, not for our students. And I've had many complaints and parents that back me up in regards to their children's safety here at the school district. I've been in meetings with the superintendent where I get no responses, his eyes are rolled at me, and I feel like my child's safety is an issue. And it's become very, very bad, really bad. Again, my student has a disability. He's on a 504 plan. And he's not getting taken care of through the Benton City School District. I have never had this issue with my three other, which two are one's in high school, two are in middle school, and then my youngest is in kindergarten or first. I have never had this issue with previous superintendents, previous principals, or other staff. I have a couple of staff members that I trust in the school district, and these superintendents, principals, and assistant principals have shut that down for us parents to feel safe and go to those trusted staff members to get information on what's happening with our students. So I'm asking that you guys provide answers on how to recall the superintendent, what happens when a safety plan is violated, and third, the same way that your shop students took care of you guys, I hope you guys take care of our community and our students in your school.
Thank you.
Yep.
Do you have any other public comment? Do we have any electronic? No? Okay. We have to move on number 7 as well, right?
Correct.
All right, we'll now move on to item 8A, athlete injection. wanna start, or-
Proceed all that, I guess,
Sure, yes.
excuse me. There's quite an event, leading up to that. I don't know, did you guys see the video?
I have not.
Okay. Gabe is coming down the floor. He's coming down the floor on a break, and a student athlete for Riverview body checks him. He goes flying all the way across the floor. Okay. Process. Gabe gets up, approaches the student, and then a whole melee breaks out. I'm giving my version. Cooper jumps in to protect his teammate. The fight proceeds up into the stands. Students from Riverview came out of the stands, throwing punches, whatnot. It was ugly. Our kids did not initiate it. With that being said, Gabe did react, and he did not throw any punches in retaliation or that. He did not do that. Cooper stepped in to separate kids. It got chaotic, and so that is my version. I've seen the film 100 times. What could both of them have done different? It's really the way I see it. Let the officials take care of it, but the officials didn't take care of it. The officials stood back like this at half court. So I had to run on the court. So that's what happened. I feel the whole thing was very disappointing to see, but I'm not disappointed in these two.
Hi, I'm Gabriel Ramirez. I'm a senior for our Bears basketball team. I'm on varsity. So like Mr. Hanson said, on Tuesday when we played Riverview, I had went to go kind of slow down like into like a fast break, and our teammate, my teammate Hayden, he had the ball. He was going in front of me, and the defender was behind me. So I just kind of like went in front of him a little bit. I put my hands up, and then I just felt like a huge shove from the back, and then I fell on the floor, and then obviously I was in that moment, and I was kind of on me. I kind of got up and then went at him, kind of shoved him a little bit, shoved him once, and then that's when I started backing up, and then once I backed up, his other teammate came at me, and we both shoved each other at the same time. And then that's when I backed up, and then I turned around, and the kid off the bench comes up to me and hits me in the face and hit me in the chin. And then that's when I kind of get down, and then my other teammate Spencer, he kind of gets on top of me and like goes to like push the kid away, and he runs away, and then he gets on top of me, and we're just sitting there. And we start getting into the stands because everyone's like pushing us there. And this kid comes up behind us and like pushes us into the stands. And then people like Hanson said, the Riverview JV kids or whoever was in the stands, they came off the stands and started throwing punches and hitting us, hit Spencer in the head. And yeah, and then after that, we just walked off the court. But yeah, honestly, I just reacted in the moment, and I mean, I didn't really, honestly, I shouldn't have went at the kid. I should have just got up and then walked away because it kind of aggravated everything, made everyone all jumpy. But yeah, that's what I've got on.
Cooper Hanson, sophomore and varsity for Bears basketball team. Just like what they two sound, same exact. When Gabe got shoved, I kind of reacted a little bit, and I don't really like seeing my teammates getting like pushed down or, getting like all reactive. And that's when I walked over to the kid that pushed Gabe, and I was like, "Hey, let's not do that." And then I feel hands on my hips, and then I got pushed a little bit, and then that's when the kid went from Gabe and was walking over, and they were talking, and that's when I initiated contact and pushed him, and that's when their point guard number 1 came over and was looking like he was gonna punch Gabe, and I couldn't just sit there and let that happen. And that's when I grabbed him, and then that's when Spencer and Gabe was over on the bench, hovered over, and I feel like I could have like done better and control my anger because I don't like seeing my teammates get pushed around. And I feel like I can control my anger like that. And I apologize for creating contact. So yeah.
Well, appreciate both of you coming here. I know it's not easy to stand in front of a bunch of random adults and have to explain something like that happened. And I watch a lot of sport and it happens with adults too. So with sports, it can be emotional and you're invested in them, and you have bonds with your teammates that you want to protect. And so completely understand that. But hope you guys take this lesson and listen to your coaches and Mr. Hanson. Keep practicing, because I think sports teach us a lot of valuable lessons, like teamwork and listening to instruction and discipline and those things. So sometimes the emotions get the best of you, but if you guys take the lesson you learned here, so you don't have to come and hang out with us on a Monday night again. So all right, do your homework.
Thank you guys for coming in and saying
All right,
something.
have a good night. All right, we'll move on to board comments. Anything to add?
No.
All right, well, with that, we'll move into executive session pursuant to GW 42.30.110, section 1G, performance of a public employee for 30 minutes with no business to follow, and we will be adjourned after that. Thank you.
Very good.